Doomsday is coming. Not just Avengers Doomsday. No. Dune and Avengers Doomsday are both coming out on December 18th, 2026. Wow, how can this be, Kevin? Why would they do such a thing? Well, Dune 3, I'm not sure the whole scheduling thing with Dune 3, but they're on the date first. So Dune 3 with Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya was scheduled to come out December 18th, 2026. Avengers Doomsday initially was supposed to come out May 2nd, 2025. It got delayed. And then they changed it to May 1st, 2026. And it got delayed. So then they moved to December 18th, 2026. The same day as Dune 3. Warner Brothers, who was putting out Dune 3, they, along with probably the director, Denis Villeneuve, said, we ain't moving. we don't care if Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. We ain't moving, buddy. We ain't moving. We had this date first. And I guess Disney's not budging. So we have Doomsday. We have Dune and Avengers Doomsday coming out the same day. And automatically, people are going back to Barbenheimer way back in 2023. Don't that seem like a lifetime ago? Way back in 2023, the summer of 2023, we had Barbenheimer. We had Barbie with the lovely Margot Robbie and Chris Nolan's Oppenheimer, which would go on to win the Oscar. And Barbie would go on to make $1 billion, and Oppenheimer was close to $1 billion. Those two films are completely different. And that's the difference between Doomsday and Barbenheimer. The Barbie audience was a completely different audience than Oppenheimer. In fact, I think I saw Barbie first a week after it came out, and then a week after I saw Oppenheimer. But it was two different audiences. Like when they did that, I said, okay, well, parents would drop off their kids to see Barbie and they would go see Oppenheimer. So that works. But this is totally different. With Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday. Different audiences, but similar. It's both in the action, sci-fi, fantasy realm. So this is what I think is going to happen. I think both companies are going to ride out this whole Doomsday thing, just like in Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer, when it first started, didn't make any sense, and then after a while, it just became part of the lexicon. So I think Doomsday will be a thing from now all the way up to Thanksgiving 2026. And I think once we get around that time period after Thanksgiving, probably after Black Friday, I believe one of these two films is going to budge. And somebody is going to come out the week before or 2 weeks before. Somebody, the last minute, is going to change that date. Because from the box office standpoint, you're killing the revenue for both films at the same time. It's almost like you're splitting the audience. So if you want to set records like, oh yeah, Dune was number one and made this much money, or Doomsday was number one and made this much money. If they split the audience, they're both going to lose. They're still going to make a lot of money, but they're both going to lose. Plus, times are tight. Hopefully this time next year will be a little bit better. But if the way the economy is, people might say, both films the same day, I'm just choosing one and I'll wait for the other one for streaming. Because people might be a little bit tighter next year when it comes to money. So if I'm them, if I'm both companies, I'm riding this Doomsday out, lean in to Doomsday. But after Thanksgiving, I'm sure they'll plot this probably over the summer, next summer. Somebody is going to come out first. And if I'm Dune, I think Dune will do it first. I think Dune did that with Dune 2. I think Dune 2 came out like a week earlier than expected. So if anybody, I think Dune 3 might budge. So what do you think? If both films are out the same day, Dune 3 and Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, which one are you choosing? You choosing Chalamet, you choosing Robert Downey Jr.? I think, to be honest, I think if they came out the same day, it's hard to say because the whole superhero genre has really gone downhill in recent years. But I think people are intrigued because the new trailer for Doomsday came out and Chris Evans is in it and Robert Downey Jr. is in it. So I think that intrigue alone, and the Russos are back as director, I think that intrigue alone will make people go to the multiplex. But at the same time, a lot of people like Dune 2 a lot. I don't know. I think I would probably choose Avengers first, but millennials and Gen Zers, they might go a different direction. So if you had a choice, which one would you see? Doomsday or Dune? And which film do you think will budge first and move the date last minute? Dune or Doomsday?